Hello YouTube, it's me again, and the name of this video is Reality Check, and it's based off of some videos that I've been watching, one by, well actually several, from Mad Bus Driver, a comment that came from Viva Tito Sancho, and my reflection on a series of videos that the Reluctant Nobby did a couple months back about is it permissible for Israelites to marry non-black women. And what sparked this video were comments that were left on a video from SBW, and it was related to colorism. And essentially the bulk of the comments were very hostile towards anyone with light skin. They were targeting mulattoes and equating mulattoes with a white father to mulattoes with a black father, etc., etc. And this is the question that I have to ask. Most of you who watch Sad Black Women, SBW's channel, have already concluded that the source of our angst is the American black woman. If you've explored beyond the American black woman, then you've discovered that many of the problems that we face here have traveled on to Africa and to Brazil and to other places. In fact, I know of horror stories where brothers married women from Brazil and brought them back here, and their marriages fell apart. They embraced the black American woman style of doing things almost instantaneously. So there are a lot of things that we talk about and that we have a realization of that we are not emotionally ready to move on and deal with. If you are not prepared to accept people with different complexions as being black, and you already know what you're going to deal with an American black woman, then how are you going to move forward? Now let me just make a point. I have expertise in this subject. I've been married to 2 black women, and I can tell you that they both were full of fuckery and tried their damnedest to destroy my life. And for me to marry a 3rd black woman at this stage seems like an incredibly retarded thing to do. So I have to ask all the rest of you, if you're not prepared to accept children that don't look like our ancestors did 400 years ago, how are you going to leave your legacy? Who are you going to leave it with? Are you going to leave it with an American black woman who is going to teach your son to fear the white man, to love the white man, to feel inferior, to accept her fuckery, to be a simp? Is that what you want for your son? Do you want a daughter who's going to be raised to be a white man's whore and to exploit black men? Do you want her to be the one who receives all the education, gets all the best opportunities, and then spends all the money on shoes, nails, hair, cars, and other bullshit? So what is it that you want? Because we're at a stage where we're going to have to make compromises. Unless some of you know about some island somewhere where there are these black women in abundance who are just everything we imagine, we're going to have to make some compromises. Because this whole colorism thing is about as retarded as one can imagine. It has no purpose. All it does is weaken us. I listened to SBW, he made some good points in his video. One point I totally disagree with is equating the children from a black man and a non-black woman to being another race. They're black. And DNA demonstrates that. That when a black man has a daughter, the X chromosome that he contributes has the heritage of his paternal grandmother embedded in it, which enables a woman to go back into her lineage several generations. When a man has a son, his Y chromosome can take his lineage back forever. A woman contributes an X chromosome, and it only contains her lineage. It does take genes from other generations, but it treats those genes like nutrients in soil. Where those nutrients came from, nobody knows. They know they didn't come from her, they came from the past. But the only lineage that she directly controls is her own. So the bottom line is that women are nothing but soil when it comes to creating a child. If you want to raise a tomato, then you need a tomato seed, and you can plant it in any soil. Simple as that. And if you don't believe me, do your own research. Bottom line is this. We're going to have to do something different than what we've been doing, because what we've been doing hasn't yielded any positive results. So all you brothers who were, pumped up, feeling pure and ethnically, righteous, come up with a good solution for the rest of us.